Now, Solo Leveling only has 4 episodes out right now, but man, it's one of my favorite animes. And starting with this first episode, bro, it really set the tone for this series. And so when we first see our MC, they basically just tell us that this man is trash, bro. Like, he walks onto the scene, everybody's like, oh, he's famous because he's that garbage. And the thing is, he knows this, you know what I'm saying? He got his little girlfriend that's not his girlfriend or whatever, and she's cool that he's weak. It's okay. And so basically, this show's kind of on some Sword Art Online stuff where there's like this dungeon portal they go into as hunters, and they gotta kill mobs and stuff. And so off rip, you kind of have an idea that him being the weakest, he probably don't be going crazy in these dungeons, because as we saw, first thing, he walked in and got jumped by a goblin one-on-one and got bodied, bro. Like, he instantly bleeding, man. Critical condition. And luckily his girlfriend was there to save him and heal him up, you know what I mean? And apparently this is a reoccurring thing. Like, he goes into these dungeons and gets bodied for fun. Like, he's known for that, and somehow he's still alive. And so there's a random scene switch of this lady getting her purse robbed or whatever. And then we see one of these high-class hunters showcase her abilities. Like, she really grabbed this man off a movie motorcycle just to get this lady's purse back. Like, bruh, she almost killed this man. You can't tell me otherwise. And I guess she was famous or something because they was glazing her. Everybody was around her like, oh, it's the S-rank hero, it's really her, you know what I'm saying? And she fled the scene, bro. I don't even blame her. And so back to Sungwoo, the hunters are gathered around trying to figure out if they gonna complete this dungeon because it's looking a little shiesty, and they all come to a vote and they're like, hey, let's do it. And so they get to this big body, ominous looking room, and honestly, it look like nothing good can come from this room, so I don't know why they walked in, but hey, it's anime. And as they walk in, they realize they surrounded by straight statues, bro. Like, and these ain't no normal statues. These some creepy, real killer dilla statues. Bro. And so they end up reading this ancient script and these like this commandment, like rule type of things, bro. And then the door shuts on them, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I would be freaking out if the door shut on me when I'm in a room with a bunch of creepy statues. And bro's thinking the same thing as me, and he tries to leave. And he ends up getting his stuff eviscerated, bro. Like, split in half by this statue, bro. His body wasn't the same, man. He can't get put back together neither. And everybody just standing around distraught. Like, me personally, I ain't gonna lie, I'm dropping to the floor. I ain't going out like that. And so then Sungwoo peeps like one of the statues like staring at him, and Shorty not believing him. But he like, nah, for real, this statue looking at me. And then my boy gets some type of survival tactics flashbacks and like, everybody get on the ground. And realize this man's intuition was Hall of Fame because one of the statues just hit some crazy Superman laser eyes lava move. I don't even know what this is, bro. But yeah, he murked like half the people there. I ain't gonna lie to you. And so group leader pulls up to Sungwoo, who's like, hey man, you clutch, you know what I'm saying? You just saved us. And bro's arm is chopped off, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Bro got hit, man. He got hit in the crossfire. And so yeah, he gets wrapped up, and then they realize the 10 commandments they seen on that ancient scripture is what they should be following, or else they gonna get packed up. And then we had this dude who thought he was the main character, and he tried to power up and tap into some hidden potential, but then he got instantly humbled, bro. He got eviscerated. All was left was his feet, man. His bogus J's. And so my boy peeps this and it's like, hey, the first rule, we gotta bow our heads or something like that. You know what I mean? So they all bow their heads on some weird stuff. And then one of the creepiest things could have happened, bro. This statue started smiling, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think that's a good sign wherever, man. Like, you in a life or death situation and the thing attack you start smiling? No, ain't going for that. And so everybody gets up and they're like, hey, we good, you know what I'm saying? Party time, bro. But no, the statue literally got up out his seat, bro. Like, I don't. And so the next rule was a little strange. It was like, you gotta praise the thing or whatever. And one of the dudes pulled up and started praying, you know what I mean? But he instantly got stepped on. And my dog just got turned into a pool of blood, bro. Like, blood leaking under the statue's foot and everything. And I don't know why in anime some people just tend to stand still and accept defeat, bro. But that's what happened to this girl right here. I don't know what she was doing. She was just crying and like, come on, bro, run, move your legs. And honestly, after this, it just turned into Catching Body Simulator. Cause my boy in the green jacket tried to run away and he got split in half, dog. Like, literally split in half by one of the statues, man. He had a family and everything. They gave us a flashback. They didn't care. And so for the last rule, they found out they had to sacrifice somebody, bro. And instantly, dude put up his sword to group leader. Like, I don't even know where this hate came from. This was some type of hidden animosity. And so yeah, turned out they all need to go in the middle to be sacrificed or whatever, but realistically, it was gonna be one person. And then to sum it up, man, my boy's son got left in the middle alone, dog. And he picked up his sword to defend himself against these crackhead statues, but honestly, he couldn't do a single thing, bro. Like, this man got, like, this might have been one of the most brutal anime moments. I ain't gonna lie. This up there on the list, bro. Like, he got chopped up in half, tossed up in the air, put on a platter, and cooked. And so as my boy was put on the thing about to get eviscerated, he was like, hey, man, I don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go out. I got a family, too. Statue was not hearing him. He was about to hit him with the meanest slice of all time. And so then as he was about to die, some weird video game thing popped up on his screen and asked him to accept the side quest or whatever it was. But he was real life getting a second chance at life. So, hey, man, he ain't pass up. So, yeah, next thing he knew, he was woken up in a hospital. But, yeah, he was all good now for 3 days. And these two dudes pulled up on him, like, checking if he had some type of awakening or, like, new superpowers. And my boy didn't get none of that. Like, my dog checked his powers and they was like, hey man, you still trash, gang. Hey, have a good day. And left the room. But turns out he didn't leave the dungeon with none because he still had this little menu thing on his screen. Like, the thing popped up on the screen and was asking him to do a quest. And it was like, there's gonna be a penalty if you ignore it, don't do it today. And my boy still didn't do it. Like, if I seen penalty in red like this, bro, I'm doing that quest. And so later that night, Sung woke up and this man got transported into the middle of the desert, bro. And then there was this crackhead snake sand thing just standing over this man slobbering, looking like he was about to get a late night snack. And then the goal of the side quest just said to survive, bro. And not just to survive, but for 4 hours, dog, in the middle of the desert, bro. And my boy was running for his life. And somehow, I don't know how he pulled this off for 4 hours. And yeah, he got transported back into the hospital. And I bet he ain't missing another side quest again because he was on it. The next day, he was outside running. And so he found out for every like side quest thing he completed, he got like a gift or like random stat upgrades and stuff. So yeah, he's basically like a video game character. And so finally he got a quest to do a dungeon. He said, let's get it, bro. And he was off and away. And so as soon as my boy got into a dungeon, he seen 3 goblins, bro. My boy got PTSD because he got a flashback to when he got stabbed. But it wasn't like the last time because this man was moving, bro. And it had to be them attribute he got from doing the side quest. Like, he hit one through the chest and hit one in the head. And he said, oh, flip skills, knife skills, sliced him in half, bro. I didn't really know how to narrate that part, but he went crazy. Y'all seen it. So as my dog was like exhausted from all this fighting, bro, John the wolf with a metal plate in his jaw came out of nowhere and just attacked this man. And luckily, Sung been working on his ultra instinct because he hit a crazy dodge. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the thing broke his knife and everything, but hey, he didn't get hit. And so then Sung got some random confidence, but he also realized he was moving way better than ever, you know what I'm saying? And then that boy remembered he had an inventory, bruh, and he whipped out a sword he could use, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this is broken. This dude is broken at this point. And so he took out the sword and instantly slashed this thing in half, bro, on some Zoro mess, on some Mihawk mess. And so yeah, my boy got some little XP and stuff from that and was like, hey man, I can do this. And 2 more wolves pulled up on this man. And like I said, my boy had his confidence back, so he easily cooked them 2 wolves, bruh. And so yeah, like 2 wolves is cool and everything, but he looked up and he seen like 50 of them things, bro. And honestly, he just displayed his dog attributes because he ran at all of these wolves at once and started getting active, man, like no cares in the world. He thought he was him. He really is him, actually. And yeah, and then this man even started smiling, bro. And you know when the main character starts smiling while fighting an enemy, he finna turn up. And that's exactly what he did, bro. Straight level him. And yeah, he ended up dropping off all these wolves just staying around their dead corpse on some Thanos mess. And he also got some little items from killing them, you know what I mean? He really is in a video game, I'm telling y'all. And so he ended up going deeper to the dungeon and catching more bodies, and he ended up seeing and realizing that like color with the name of the enemy means that it's like strong or whatever, weaker, you know what I mean? If it's red, it's stronger, y'all know what I'm saying, but it don't matter. But yeah, then he came to this ominous staircase, and for some reason, like the dog he is, he said, hey, I'm finna go down and turn up. And so literally as soon as he got to the bottom of the staircase, this man just got blitzed into a wall, bro, like straight speed blitz. Like, I don't even know where it hit him. And so then he found out what hit him because this giant snake thing popped out the water on hots. And my boy was instantly down himself. He's like, ain't no way this sword's cutting this dude. But regardless, he wanted that action and started getting busy. And by active, I mean he wanted the smoke, but all in all, he was getting whooped on, bro. He was getting tossed around like a rag doll. Even had a train thrown at this man, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't think he was gonna make it out of this one. I ain't know how he was gonna survive, but he had that determination. And so, you know, when the MC start having flashbacks while they getting whooped, something's bound to happen. But after the first flashback, nothing happened. He was just still getting whooped. Hey, but that second flashback ought to do something, right? But no, he was still getting whooped. He got knocked down on the ground again. But that's when something inside of him changed. He said, hey man, I gotta get stronger. But yeah, he got that aura and that dog in his eyes and started getting active again, man. And this time he wasn't going out like no bum. And so he literally hopped on the snake thing as it was attacking him and started doing some acrobatic mess and then gripped the mess out of this thing's neck. And honestly, the thing was flying through walls trying to shake him off, but he was straight eating those. Blood on his face, everything. And so finally he just turned up and bare hands obliterated this snake with his bare hands. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it. Y'all already get it. But then like the dog he is, he was just posted up on this thing's dead corpse chilling, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this was crazy. To kill this thing with your bare hands, like, I ain't gonna lie, he's gotta be him. He's S rank already. And he even got a better weapon out of this, bro, like with some more attack damage, because we all know he needed. And so yeah, that boy got transported back to this train station, and as he was walking out, it was just empty. It was like a ghost town on the streets. And then some military dude pulled up on him and was like, wait a minute, are you a hunter? We need you right now. And apparently there was some like boss level thing in the city, but Sung already sensed it. He already knew what was up. That aura is still with him. And so when Sung pulled up, he seen the hunters fighting this thing. He was like, oh nah, they garbage, bro. Like, he instantly started cooking them. He said, hey, they don't stand stand a chance. Let me handle some business. And he even see his shorty, and so he had to do something. So this man noticed the boss had some like shield thing, and he did some type of javelin launch and cracked this dude's shield with one toss with that broken sword, bro, like that weak sword he was still carrying. And so yeah, all the hunters was lit because they're like, the defenses are down, and they started beating up on this man. They started doing some JJK jumpings. And so after they destroyed his boss, one of the hunters was curious to ask how like the shield got dropped, and the military dude was like, some hunter over there just did it. And he was like, what hunter? And my boy Sung was already fleeing the scene, like he ain't want no type of credit or nothing. Me and him different. I be in there like, hey, it was me, I did that. But yeah, Sung just a dog. He walking off all cool, like you see his muscular forearms and mess, like, hey bro, that's gangster. And Shorty saw him. She was like, oh, she was like, Sung, is that you? That's all the episodes so leveling so far, man. And honestly, I'm enjoying this anime a lot. I hope y'all are too, boy. Man, why did I just say it? Like, what am I talking about, bro? Hey, y'all follow the Instagram if you haven't already, man. Love y'all. God bless. Thru Crew 5L. We out.